Hello. Ah, hello, hello, hello. It is Memorial Day, and I am doing alive. And here we are. So I'm going to do breath work. I'm going to do strength and flexibility, like just the stuff that I need for my own body, and a little bit more intense than it might be. But as usual, you are welcome to take it at your own level, at your own rate, work with what feels right to you, and that's it. Listen to your body. So as we come in, just come into your body for a second, close your eyes if that feels safe, and feel what it feels like to be you right now in your physical body, feeling sensations, letting go of the past, letting go of the future, and landing in this moment right now. And just feeling into being a person on the planet at this point in time. Everyone always sort of seems to think that the time that they're alive is the most trying time. And arguably, that's true because it's the only time, right? There's only one time that we are alive, and that's this one right now. I mean, maybe we're alive another time, but let's breathe. So we're going to do breath work. I'm going to use my arms. We're going to do an inhale, big inhales and exhales, followed by a breath hold. And in the breath hold, you can last longer than me. You can do a shorter breath hold. I'm not going to do a big, huge breath hold. So probably like 20 to 30 seconds. Then we will inhale, hold again, or sorry, we'll exhale, inhale, hold again, and then we'll do another set. So we'll do these in sets of 10. I'm going to move at the same time, like we're moving the tissue of our lungs, our ribs, our heart, our arms, our fascia. So here we go for 10 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. If you have any health conditions and you're not certain about doing this, don't do it or take it gently. Here we go. Big one in, big one out, big one in and hold. Slow exhale. With a hiss. Big inhale. Draw in and up through your pelvic floor, through your diaphragm. Close off the neck. So it's the bandhas, or close off the throat. Relax the outer body. In and up, out and down. Maybe a little micro movement. And let that go. Second set, same thing. If you're driving, obviously, this is an exercise class for you to do in your body in a room. Do not do this or listen to this while you're driving or near a body of water that you might fall into, right? So we want to be present. And if you feel like you're going to pass out, lay down, sit down. Here we go. Big one in, big one out, in and hold. Exhale. Hiss. Inhale. Second hold, drawing in and up, relaxing out and down. So it's like a torus shape in your body, like zip, and then ah. Let that go. Just shake everything out. Let everything go. I'm on my physio ball so I can bounce around. If you don't have a physio ball, highly recommend your physio ball. Go if you're gonna like watch a bunch of TV, sit on the ball, bounce while you're watching TV. That will stop the sitting, the death of sitting, right? Sitting is the new smoking. Stillness for long periods of time is really hard on our body. We were made to be moving. All those little gadgets that we have, we were made to do that stuff, right? So clicking the button. Like instead of all these easy things, we need to move our bodies more. All right, last set. We're going to arch and curl. So it's going to be an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, exhale for 10. Arch and curl, or just stay straight up. Last one, fully in, fully out, fully in and hold. In and up, out and down. Center energy rising, outer energy cascading outward. Micro move if that feels good. Just waken up your senses on the inside. Exhale with a hiss. Deep breath in. Engage the bandhas, drawing in and up. If you know what they are, if you don't worry about it. Let it go. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to do the lymph flush. Rub your hands together, getting some energy between your hands. Right hand to the left collarbone. You are going to not destroy the tissue under there. Hopefully, it has some integrity. And if we move it, we get more integrity, right? The fascia builds in accordance with what we do with our bodies, right? So, and the fascia is the holding pattern, the organ of form. The fascia and the nervous system together are the holding pattern, but the fascia itself is what you're strengthening when you massage or what you're squishing around. You're moving the fluids inside and how they're being held in the fascia, getting around the angle of the jaw. So, this lymph flush is a good daily practice. And along with breath work, you do a lymph flush, breath work, end your showers with cold. This is all going to help your immune system a lot, and your heart and your respiratory system. None of it's working by itself. It's all working together. Same thing on the other side. Left hand to right collarbone. You can move around inside of that. And then coming up around the angle of the jaw, getting in there. I like to move inside because if I'm moving inside and I'm giving pressure on the outside, there's a pretty good chance that that lymph node is going to have some chance to flush out, right? And especially in the morning, like there's glial lymph, that's the glymph. It is the lymphatic system for around our brain, which is usually doing most of its work at night, as far as I know. So we want to make sure that when that's draining back down to return into the blood flow and filter out through your kidneys or through your pee, all the stuff where it's going back out of your body. We want to, and it comes right in through here eventually. This is the main pathway back into the blood, the subclavian vein. So we want to make sure that is all cleared out. Right hand to left pec armpit, squishing around, lots of lymph nodes in there. I highly recommend that you take a minute at some point to look on the Google at a picture of your lymphatic system, and then you'll see, oh, this is the stuff we're working with. And there's a whole bunch of lymph nodes all around here, pec and armpit. Anti-breast cancer action here, right? Don't want anything blocked up or stuck. Change it to the other side. Again, you could also move that around. we're not jamming into ourselves. We're not trying to destroy capillaries or even our lymph nodes. We're just moving them. And then we're going to come in cisterna-chyli. There's my belly button. Here's my xiphoid process right in the middle, cisterna-chyli. I'm going to go in and up. Because we've done all that breath work, we've already worked our cisterna-chyli a lot. That's head movement, but we're just going to dig in and up. It's weird. I'm seeing myself, the other side of myself, and I feel like I'm one shoulder's high. So I keep trying to lower it, and it's the other shoulder. Forget it. Don't pay attention to that. That's just like the weirdness of the flipped. It's not a mirror image what I'm looking at. All right, coming in to the inguinal fold right here in and around the groinal area. That is not a technological term. Technical term? There we go. Technical term. But around your inguinal fold, that is a technical term. So right in there, between your pubic bone and your hip bones. And then the last place behind your knees. Good. Then we're just going to inhale up, sweep the arms down. Let's do this with a knees over your toes position. Get my cameraman to fix that angle, move the ball out of the way. Okay. So we're going to open our arms over our head. We're going to bend, take it down, cross the arms, inhale, lift and open. Exhale, down, inhale, open, exhale. You are not tucking your tail, but you're going for a neutral pelvis. So this would be tucking my tail. You can see what happens to my back. This would be arching, coming into the middle. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Tucking is submission in the animal kingdom, right? We don't want to train ourselves to tuck. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, right? Stay long. Maybe sticking out if we're doing squats, yes, but in this position, no. Inhale up. 4 more. Take it down, knees over your toes. 3, 2, strong legs. Last one. Good. Coming in, big circles with your hips, lubricating up your hip socket, increasing the integrity of that joint, right? We move it, we demand these pulls. Well, as it's moving, different connections are being pulled and squished around. That creates integrity, change direction. Also, when we're moving our spine like this, we're giving our discs the chance to bolster up, right? So they can readjust. Good stuff for your back. Let's do a ripple from the bottom to the top. Bend your knees, ripple up. Doesn't have to be the hugest thing in the world, but something like you're sending a wave through your body. And then from the head down, initiating in different places from the bottom to the top. One might be way easier. Great. So we're going to take it down to a downward dog. We are going to do, today is going to be more strength and flexibility stuff. So we're starting here instead of on our backs, bending one knee, bending the other, look under your armpit. If this downward dog position isn't going to work for you, some of the stuff you can do from all fours, or you can put your hands on the wall. Find a way, be creative. Then we're going to lift our heels high, scoop the belly in, round the spine, roll it forward into a plank. So we're doing that undulation now from a plank. Drop your head, push, roll it up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Let's take it forward, bend your knees to the floor, and then back up. Heels lift, scoop your belly in, round your spine, take it into your plank. Find your plank, drop your head, push, roll it up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Bend your knees to the floor. Take it back. Lift your heels. Scoop your belly in. Round it. Roll it forward. Find your plank. Drop your head. Push with your arms. Roll it up to the ceiling, articulating the spine. Lift. Oh, we're skipping the knee dip that time. Roll it forward. We're just going to skip it now. Come into your plank. We're going to add something different. Take it to the side. Arm circle in one direction. Arm circle the other way. Switch to the other side. Arm circle in one direction, arm circle the other way. Take it into center, roll it all the way down to the, or not roll it, slowly drop it down to the floor. Inhale, up, exhale down. Let's go baby cobra, no hands. You're going to lift, open it out, bring it in, take it down. Lift the upper body, lift the lower body, stretch into the X, bring it together, come down. Upper body, lower body, X, bring it in, come down. Upper body, lower body, reach it out, bring it in, come down, working the back. Upper body, lower body, stretch it out, bring it in, come down. Upper body, lower body, open, narrow, come down. Upper body, lower body, both sides, bring it in, come down. Inhale, arch and open. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, arch. Exhale, down. Inhale, bend your knees, see if you can touch your toes to your head. Take it down. And again, up, bend the knees. Take it down, up, bend your knees. If it hurts to bend your knees, don't do it. Or don't do it very much. Last one, up, bend, and take it back. So when we're doing that bend, we're opening up that whole front line of fascia, right? Arching. When you add the knees, it's like, oh, the whole thing gets connected. When I first started doing that, it did not feel good in my body. Now it feels good. All right, let's do these figure eights with your wrist. Open it out, bring it together. Open it out, bring it in. Open, in. Think of all your fingers mobilizing this. So like the fingers can initiate the movement, and it's going into your elbows. It's going all the way up into your rotator cuff. Make it a little bit bigger. Getting all of that fascia, all of those muscle casings, all of that tendon, ligament, even bone to move around. So if these exercises feel kind of like, what is going on? I don't know, this feels unnatural. If that's the case for you, if you're watching this in the replay, you can stop and do it for a while, right? Give your body time to learn the pattern. And it might be slightly different than my pattern. It might feel different for you. All right, we did that because we're coming back to we're going to come into our tabletop, and you're just going to circle yourself inside of your arms. If that is too confusing, just go up and down. So your shoulder blades are widening and narrowing, your arms are straight as you're pushing through. If you can circle, leading your arms stable, mobilizing your body inside of your shoulders, try that. Going both ways. Then coming in, you're going to circle your head one way, a couple of times, then the other way. And then you're going to try and circle your head and tail at the same time. And again, these patterns might be old hat, or they might be totally new, and you're like, what the hell is going on? If you're feeling like that, take some time. Or if it starts to feel frustrating, just take a break, right? If you're like, oh, sometimes learning is hard, right? Working those new neural connections. What is going on? Good. And release it. Take your hands together, squeeze in. You're going to pull out. I see my camera is having this weird focusing issue. I've been battling it out with this camera, and I obviously need to get something else, but I really don't know what to get. Okay. Let's just play with our own focusing issue. So what we're going to do is you're going to take your hand close to your face, look at your finger, watch it as it goes far away, drop the hand, take in the whole environment, turn your head from side to side, see everything around you, giving your brain stem the information that you are safe. Bring your finger back in front, take it in close, move it further away, let go of the fingers, see the whole space, look around. Feel what it feels like to move your head. Now, catch your finger again, bring it in. Imagine that vision is going all the way into the back of your head. You can close your eyes, just imagine you're seeing the back of your head and that your finger is coming in and back. So your head might just retract a little bit, moving back on your spine, just feeling what that feels like to return in. It's almost like your eyes are just drawing back in your head a little bit. Good. And then let that go. Great way to play with focus. Take in the big focus, look around, and then come and close your eyes. Small focus, just tiny, tiny movement in your head from side to side. See how small you can make that. Relax into it. Can it be so small that you barely can tell that you're moving? Yeah, I feel my whole body somatically just draw back and down. And it's very, for me, it feels like a huge relief and relaxing. It's like, oh, it's okay. I'm just in here. If you have a ton of trauma, that might not always feel good. Everybody has a different thing going on. All right, let's take that into, but it might feel good. So just because you have trauma doesn't mean that's going to feel bad. It might be like a nice little place to rest in that tiny, tiny movement in your head and neck, just on top of your spine. All right, let's take it into a downward dog. Again, going for a little bit more flexibility, reach one leg up to the ceiling, take it in towards your chest. Inhale, reach and open as far as you can go. Try to bring that heel down to the floor, cross it under to the opposite elbow. Inhale, lift and open. Knee to your shoulder. You're going to put your foot down on the floor. We're going to keep going all the way. You're going to pick up this hand so you're facing your leg. You're going to take the back leg, see if you can step it through. If you have stepped through, you're going to just arch up, bring it back down, step it back, come back into the side stretch, hand down, kick your leg up, and lower it down. Other leg. This may be challenging. If you need any blocks, if you need any extra stuff, if you need to skip things, do it. Reach it up. This is the other leg now. Knee center, open, open, open. Cross it under, elbow, open, open, open. Knee to outer shoulder, touch it down. Take the hand up. Bottom leg comes through. You take that into an arch. Bring it back down. Adjust your hand if you need to. Step your hand back. Step your leg back, hand to the floor. Kick the leg to the ceiling, lower down. I'm having mat and carpet issues. I'm gonna have to just move forward. There we go. One more time, right side. Maybe it's gonna be two more times. Up to the ceiling as high as it can go. Knee to chest. Stretch, reach and open. Cross it under. Reach and open, knee to outer shoulder. Step it down. Pick up your hand. Bring the leg through. Adjust your hand if you need to. Take it into the back bend. Bring it back down. Adjust. Kick the leg back. Bring it in. Leg to the ceiling. Lower down. Switch. Other side. Up. Knee to your chest. Press it up. Cross it under. Press it up. Knee to outer shoulder. Touch it down. Lift up your hand. Step it through. Big arch. Bring it back. I'm adjusting my hand every time. Reach. Hand down. Kick the ceiling. Lower the leg. Last set. Three's a charm. Up. Knee to center. Poke a hole through the ceiling. Open. Get that split. Cross it under. Open, open, open. Foot next to your hand. Step it through. Adjust if you need to. Arch. Bring it back. Adjust. Step it back. Hello, everybody. Bring it down. Kick it up to the ceiling. Big stretch, 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 stretch. Release. Other side. Leg to the ceiling. Knee to your chest. Leg to the ceiling. Cross it under. Leg to the ceiling. Outer shoulder. Touch it down. Step it through. Adjust. Open. Bring it down. Adjust. Step it back. Open the chest. Hand to the floor. Kick it up to the ceiling. Stretch, 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 stretch. And release. And come down. Oh, that is a little bit more exercisey than normal. Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Let's stretch out. You're just going to spiral. My fingers are connected, my elbows are pulling out. Collarbones widening. So I'm just pulling out my wrist. You're going to take it back of the hands forward, back of the hands up, elbows wide. Back of the hands forward, up, elbows wide. Forward, up, elbows wide, forward, up, elbows wide, push through the heels of the hand, up, elbows wide, push, up, elbows wide, push, up, elbows wide, push, up, elbows wide. Good. Let it go. Shake it out. We're just going to do a little forearm thing. So you're going to be on the floor. I'm going to do this on an angle. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just going to do this here. I am on my elbows and my knees, pushing into my arms. I'm going to open and close. So I'm putting weight into my arms to massage out my forearm on the floor, getting that tissue in between my radius and ulna, the two bones in my forearm, to squish around, to renegotiate that inner space. I think your interosseous membrane is in there, right? And what happens here in our forearm, right now, the two bones are parallel as my arms are open. As I twist, this outer twists over the underneath one. So the radius twists over the ulna. So here they're parallel. You can see the bone right along that line twisting across, right? And when we spend all our time doing these things and their forearms are kind of locked in a position, it's not so great for that tissue, right? We want to give it mobility in different ways. Circling, figure eights, all that kind of stuff is going to help you. Take it onto our backs. And we're going to do big leg things. But when I say they're big leg things, it's big movement in the legs. It doesn't feel to me like it's a lot of work in my legs. But it might feel like that to you. But I'm pretty flexible, so it's easier when you're flexible to do those things. When you're struggling to even get your legs to do anything, you are working harder, right? So we're going to do big leg circles. Again, that's mobilizing the tissue in a very three-dimensional in a very three-dimensional way in your leg. Just my brain is like skipping words. Hands down by your sides, legs up to the ceiling, pointed toes. We're going to come up, open it out, and take it down. Legs to the ceiling, open and down. If you want to make this a little bit more, you can roll up, then slowly roll it down. So control it. Try to go with long, straight legs, open, out and down. Or these could be smaller up on the ceiling like this. Just trying to straighten out your legs. That might be enough. Work with your own body. Have goals and see them in your own body, but work with where you are. If you're telling yourself something like, oh my God, I'm so tight or I'm so weak, you're enforcing that. So tell yourself, I'm opening up, I'm getting stronger. Like all of these things help. The inner dialogue matters in our reality creation. Last one. Take them up, shake out your arms and legs, big shake, let everything go. Free up your spine, wiggle around, pop like popcorn, blah, 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 let go. We're gonna open wide and internally rotate. I feel like this particular exercise, just that internal rotation, feet open wide. So my feet are wider than my sticky mat. I'm not just going with both legs going from side to side like this. I'm actively internally rotating. So both of them are getting some internal rotation, even as I move onto one hip. This really massages out my lower back, also gets the fascia in my legs to have this internal rotation. If you're a cyclist, a runner, a person in a human body, especially if you're a dancer and you do like a lot more turned out work, you want to make sure that that tissue is also getting some time to turn in so that it has the pliability, the slide and glidiness inside. All right, we're changing the direction of the legs with flexed feet. So reaching down, flexed, open it out and up again. You can come up, rolling up your spine or not, really up to you. Reaching through your heels, flex feet. Use your breath. I'm going to change it. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna take it out, legs back. The legs are gonna go up, then they're gonna go back, and I'm gonna come down. So this is just making it a little harder. It's just an option. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I'm not coming all the way up to a shoulder stand, but part way. Relax, let it go. Free up your body, shake it out, jiggle, let go, particularly in your gut body. Give it a little tap, a little Tarzan up on your upper chest. Oh, down your body, letting in some vibration. We're going to go with big spiral, arms out to the side, knees bent or straight, whatever feels good to you. Turning your head away from your legs if your back feels good. If your back is hurting, turn your head in the same direction as your legs. I'm inhaling down, exhaling up. So if you can find a rhythm with your breath that makes sense to you, do that. If you're just holding your breath, that's not a good choice for long term. Couple more times. Last one. Bring it in. Readjust. I'm just worming myself up my mat. See if you can do that. Can you worm yourself along the floor? Can you move, just wiggling up and down, right? If I can do this, right, can I do it with no legs? I can. I can even do it with no legs. Like, we want to think, if the worst thing happened, you're out on a hike and you break your leg or something, can you wiggle yourself around to get to whatever it is you need? If you fall in your bedroom in the night, can you get to the phone? Can you, whatever, get to help? So we want to develop these patterns of being able to move. Here's another one. This is a nicer one, right? I can push. Or what if you had to wriggle your way underneath something really flat? Like, oh, I'm stuck, I'm trapped. Can I wriggle my way? I'm thinking of horrific reasons that you might have to do this. Maybe it's just play. Maybe you're playing hide and seek and you need to sneak under the bed. That just brings up one really wrong scenario. But anyway, let's come onto our sides. All of those are movement skills, being able to move this way or that way, wiggling around, all super important stuff, more important than the workout stuff, in my opinion. Being able to move and adjust to fall to the floor, to get up is more important than being able to do a good like leg circle. Let's go. Up, elbow and knee arching to the back space, pulling it in. 1, 2, inhale, open. 3, 4, 5. Flexible spine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11, 12. Let's take it down to that side, all the way onto your side. I'm going to do a big, I'll do a développé up. So my leg is turned, both legs are turned out. I'm going to slide my foot up the front of my leg, reach it to the ceiling, and then I'm going to flex down and point. Sliding up, down. 3, we're going to do 12 of these also. As high as you can go. 4, 5, trying to stay sideways. 6, not in a Pilates pike, legs are straight down below you. 7, 8, 9, last one. No, 10. I said we're going to do 12. 2 more. Last one. You're going to bring it in, toes to your knee, turn it in and out. Just going to do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll it over onto your back. Let's cross your knee over your other knee. So the knee that was just up in the air, cross that one. Grab your ankles, draw your knees in towards you. You have two options here. You can round your spine and really curl into a ball, or you can lengthen your spine and pull on your legs. Some version of that. You can move back and forth. Feeling into your body. Feel what's going on. Sometimes when I'm teaching a class, somebody will ask me, what am I doing? And I'm always like, what does it feel like you're doing? What am I working? What does it feel like you're working? Good, release, shake it out. Culturally, we've alienated the body so much that a lot of people don't feel their body at all. So we want to feel our body. We want to feel what's going on. What does it feel like you're working? Because you know what? It's going to be slightly different for you than it is for me. We might be generally working an area, but it's going to feel different in your body. All right, press it up. Elbow and knee, arching back for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it down onto your side, legs straight down below you, turned out. So here's parallel, here's turned out. Draw the foot up towards your knee, reach it to the ceiling, flex and lower. So we're getting that footwork along with the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, long leg. 10, integrity in that hip socket. 11, 12. Take it down. Toes to knee, in and out for 8. Going 1. Try to keep your heel forward. 2, 3. Might feel harder on this side because we already worked it a little bit on the other side. 5. Sun is coming out. 6, 7, 8. Good. Onto your back. Cross your ankle over your knee. Draw it in towards you. Play around with it. Try to stay present in sensation. Try not to zone out in your workout. There might be thoughts going on, there might be stories, but try not to let them outweigh what you're feeling in your physical body, the sensations of movement. Good, and release that. Let's open up, rock it from side to side, massaging through your lower back. If you have a block, grab your block. I'm just going to show you what has become of my block. I have a cat that for some reason is enamored of this block. What is it about this like yoga stuff that like the cats want to eat, scratch, and attack? It's the rubbery weirdness of it all. All right, if you don't have a block, get a thick book, or a towel, like fold up a towel so that you have something chunky. You're gonna put it underneath one foot. So we're gonna work back body and hamstrings a little bit more here. Pressing up, inhale up, exhale down. Feet parallel, not too far apart. Inhale up, exhale. Using your breath. Open the front of your hip flexors. If this is a challenge for you, this is something you want to work on, especially for us seated humans, people who sit way too much, which I can pretty much guarantee is the whole population. Maybe you might have a standing up job. That's got its own difficulties too. Let's switch it to the other leg. But there are lots of people that are on their feet all the time. Bartenders, waiters, waitresses, hospital staff, up and down. Yeah, people who are working outside, like the parks people, taking care of the park. Thank you to those people. The hot dog vendor. Not that I eat hot dogs. I just hot dogs. They're disgusting, in my opinion. Let's press it up. Today's big hot dog day. What is it? Memorial Day. Hot dogs and hamburgers, all that healthy American food. Outward circles. I do eat hamburgers, but not with buns. Circles. I try to find the healthiest meat that I can eat if I'm going to eat meat, which I do because it works better in my body. Flex and change direction. Yeah, my digestive system works better when I have animal protein. So bodies can change too. It might not always be this way for me, but right now it is. Bring it in, press up, fold it down. Switch it to the other side. Yeah, I was a vegetarian for a long time when I was like between like 16 and 28. And I just had a lot of digestive issues. Outward circles. I hope you changed your leg. And once I started eating meat, but I was also traveling like in Northern Africa and in like Spain and like being a vegetarian in some of those countries you're going to eat. Well, now it's probably different, but in the 90s, you could eat a lot of French fry sandwiches. Change direction. Yeah, so fish slipped back in and then meat as well. Plus, if I was like at somebody's house in Morocco and they offer me chicken, I'm going to eat it. That's just the right thing to do. Good. And release. Come down. Switch it to the other side. Unless, of course, like you're going to die if you eat it, then it's not the right thing to do. Like if you have celiacs, do not eat gluten, even if somebody offers it to you. All right. Press it up. This is the last set of these. We're going to have, you've switched back to the first side, leg up to the ceiling, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, flex, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn it out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diehards point, stay turned out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come down. 32 counts. Switch it to the other side. Press it up. Hips are even. Try to open up the front of your hip flexors. Leg to the ceiling. Pointed toes parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it in, come down. Take that thing out and take your happiest happy baby, your happiest baby pose that you can possibly muster up. Muster up a happy baby pose. Wiggle around, let it be playful and free. May your happy baby be playful and free. May every child in the world be playful and free. May every child in the world be loved. And roll back and forth, no matter what. Rolling forward and backward. And you can start to take it up onto your feet if you can. You could either take that further forward or stand it up. I'm going to go further forward the next time, which also is great. Right? If you want to be really exciting about this, you could go from your plow forward, kick up your feet. Last one. And relax. Drop into the floor, shake out, shake out, shake out. Whatever you're holding on to, let it go. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Let's come up and do some arms. So I'm probably gonna do a tricep push-up, with my knees on the floor. If you've got a good tricep push-up with your knees off the floor, do that, but then pop them down after the push-up. So I'm going to do my knees on the floor. I'm going to pop up my knees. I'm going to come to a side plank. Knees on the floor, pop up, side plank. Or any other version of what feels good to you. Listen to your body. Oh, knees on the floor. So I'm going to keep my body in line. Tricep push-up into a side plank. Elbows into my side. You could go slower. You can make this work for you. I'm going to do one more time each side. Coming in. We're just going to keep moving. Up onto your knees. Take one leg out to the side. Hand down. Stretch it over. We're just going to go up and down from here. So you're going to inhale. Bring it up. Exhale over. Let's go actually to the other side. So one side, the other side. Lengthen it up. Take it down. This is the movement of a cartwheel, the side-sideness. We're moving our rib cage and lungs. We're moving our torso a lot in gravity, right? In this lateral movement. 2 more. Goes really great with breath work. Take it to the other side. Find the position, arms. Just take it for a stretch for a second before we get it going. And then working through the stretch, going all the way right away to side. I've got to exhale and an inhale each direction. So I'm going exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You may be breathing at a different rate. And it may change, but try to keep the breath going. Heart, lungs, vascular system, veins, arteries, all getting more healthy because you're moving them, moving your whole body. 2 more. Last one. That was actually our wrist break because I have another thing I want to do. We're getting done. It's almost over. Bravo. I know some of you guys have been actually sticking in there today. At least one person has been here. Maybe not the same person, but one person has been here for almost the whole class. So bravo. Well done, you. All right. This one, you're going to have your hand, one foot's in front of the other. This foot is tucked behind. So top foot is in front. And I'm going to move that hand out so that it's like the distance between my hip and my armpit are about, well, I guess they would be the same either way. It's out. I have like almost an equilateral triangle under my armpit and the floor. We're going to go 1. It's like you're traveling along the diagonal. 2, 3. Hello, lats. 4, long neck, shoulder connected in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just 10. 10. And come down. Swing your legs around to the other side. Again, equilateral-ish triangle between your armpit, this area in here, the negative space. One foot is in front, the other foot behind, up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exhaling up, inhaling down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it to a forearm plank from there. Forearm plank parallel. 1, 2, knee to the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Twisting underneath. 1. Try to cross your knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it down. Bend your knees. Massage out the front of your quads. Let your legs fall from side to side. You can make a circle one way, circle the other way. One more thing here. Grab one leg, getting a quad stretch, heel towards your butt. If you can't connect, grab your pant leg or your sock. Pubic bone into the floor, internal, external rotation from the hip socket, just a little bit, just moving the stretch through the quad. And kick the whole thing up, half bow. Push into your hand with your foot. Breathe. And release. Switch it to the other side. Heel into your butt, quad stretch, pubic bone into the mat. Little teeny internal, external rotation from the hip socket. Massaging out your quad. Kick it up. Breathe. And release. Arch all the way up. Take it back into a child's pose. Big breathing down into your lower back. If you need to stop, this is a great time to stop. We've done enough stretching, but I'm going to go on just a little longer. I'm going to open up into a straddle, just get a little bit more into that flexibility. Just sitting in the straddle, I'm going to circle my guts, circle my pelvis, change direction. I'm sweating. I rarely sweat doing these workouts, although today definitely is harder than usual. I'm like, I really actually just need to work out. So a lot of times what I'm offering in here is what I need so that I can do my other workouts. This one is more of a, I need to work out. And my other workouts are ballet class, pole dancing, lots of walking, different things. Elbow behind your knee. Let's add to it. You're going to go elbow behind your knee, touch the other one down, sideways, come up. Behind your knee, touch down, open up. You may not be able to go all the way. You may be here. That's fine. Wherever you are, get that movement in your body. Especially this kind of torso movement, right? We don't want to push it beyond what we're capable of doing. If we if we force our body into something, that's when we kind of get the tears in bigger than micro tears, the more macro tears in our fascia, in our body, right? So we don't want to do that, but we do want to challenge it. So you want to start noticing when you're working, what level you're working at, come in. And on a scale of 1 to 10, you really never want to go beyond a 7 in like intensity. And in stretching, I'd say maybe don't even go beyond a 6. Of course, we all have different ideas of where the 6, 7, and 8 might be. Bring it in, shake it out, rotate in and out. I'm going to open back up. I'm going to arch and curl. Arching, flexing through my feet, lifting, pointing, hollowing, taking my waist backwards. Arching, so it's a cat-cow with this arch and curl. Reaching out through my heels and my chest and then pointing. Now I'm going to reach through my heels. I'm going to take it down to the floor and then I'm going to point and curl and roll it up. You might just stick with the first version of this, or you might be going further than me. Who knows? And I'm going to change it. I'm going to round down, pointed toes, flex, open, reach it up. Pointed toes, rounding down. Flex, open, reach. Point, curl, flex, stretch and open. Point, curl, reach it out and open. And that's it. Bring it in. Bang it out. rotate in and out. Give your outer leg and your hips and butt a little whack down the outside, right? You want the muscles to jiggle. You don't want them to be all locked up. Like if I hit like this, nothing's moving. Get it moving. Relax everything. Then just hitting behind your calves. Jiggle those calves. And then come up to standing. We have reached the end. Almost going for a full hour there. Amazing. If you have followed, the block, the cat block. If you have been following, like and subscribe. Now my subscribers are at 60% of the people that watch my channel, so that's pretty good. Use your breath. Inhale, open your heart and lungs, reach to the heavens, bring it into yourself, right? Dream your big dreams. Grab them, bring them into reality. Open it up. Dream the big dreams. Stay connected to that. Stay connected to the yummy. I just spent, I need this medicine myself, right? Because I just spent a good month of feeling pretty bad. So yeah, stay connected to the yumminess. And thank you for joining in. Like, subscribe, comment, all the things. If you have questions, put them in the comment section, put them in the chat. Like, oh, I want to work on this, or how do I work on that? If the question is something like, how do I make a smaller butt? That's not the question I want to hear, right? I'm not into making your body perfect, but making it feel good and making it function, that's what I'm into. So bravo, thank you for joining. I'm going to give you 1 second in case anybody has a question who's in there of my two people. Hydrate, clean, good water, especially when you first wake up in the morning. Before you have your coffee, drink a bunch of water. And then drink some coffee. I've got that too. Cheers. Have a great day. Have a good Memorial Day. All the things.